It's hard to believe it's already been a month since my last games pickup video. But alas, here we are, and today we're talking about June 2021 and the few little things I added to the collection. Now before we get started with this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any of my other postings and you can kind of stay in tune with everything I'm doing. Now, June 2021 was an interesting month because not only did I start doing a little bit of Goodwill hunting again and we found some interesting pickups there, but it was also Prime Day. Well, Prime 2 days. And I didn't think I was going to get anything on Prime Day. I really didn't need to, but I did, including things like a area rug. But we're going to stay with game-related stuff here, obviously. And there were some good deals out there that I really couldn't pass up. So this month we have 8 games and a little bit of a special edition that we're going to get to first because it's not a game, but it's kind of gaming related. So within my Goodwill hunting, I found a decent amount of 360 games, and a decent amount meaning 4. Now I don't normally full on collect for the Xbox. PlayStation, Nintendo, Sega stuff has always been my forte, but these were there. They're games I should have in an Xbox collection, so I had to grab them. But the little special thing I found first was the complete edition movie slash, I guess, series, I don't really know what this is, of Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Now, I remember Final Fantasy Advent Children being, like, I think it was like an animated movie, so I don't know why it's called complete, but there's a few different things on this Blu-ray. It's an animated film, original story digest, a featurette, some trailers, and an exclusive sneak peek at Final Fantasy XIII. So this thing is really old at this point, 2009. I remember when Advent Children came out, and I, at that point, wasn't a big like RPG person that I am now, so I didn't really care about it, but I did remember hearing so many people talking about it, so seeing this at Goodwill, I felt like I had to just grab it for the collection, because it would fit well. Now, when we go into the Xbox games, we're going to talk about 3 games that are in a series that is still going today, that I've never played, I've never owned, and it almost sounds sacrilegious because I do have a 360. And what I found at Goodwill was the original Gears trilogy. Now I say trilogy because, I mean, they still have Gears 4, Gears 5, but 1 through 3 are the ones that I remember always seeing at friends' houses, and just like I wasn't an RPG guy, I wasn't really a first-person shooter guy either, or technically Gears is like third person. You know, if you want to know what I played growing up, it was platformers and wrestling games. And me also being the PlayStation guy, I would always collect more for PlayStation, you know. But these were like $5 a piece, so it was definitely worth the pickup. And I look forward to playing these eventually when I get to them, to kind of see what all the hype about Gears is. And hopefully I'll enjoy them. Now, the other game I picked up that they had there, which I really wish it was like the PlayStation 3 version, for a few reasons, is Resident Evil 6. Now, I've heard mixed things about Resident Evil 6 since from the get-go, since its release. It probably looks better on the Xbox, because I know a lot of games naturally look better on the 360 versus the PS3. But I don't own any Xbox Resident Evil games, so this is kind of like the odd one out. All of my Resident Evil games are on the PlayStation or Nintendo consoles. The only other reason I would have wanted this on the PlayStation is because Blu-ray, as you guys know, like 360 games still came on DVDs, so this is like a 2-disc game, even though it says disc 2 is a voiceover pack, so I don't really know if I need disc 2. Maybe it is only a 1-disc game. But yeah, you know, I'll play this eventually as well. And now we're going to get to the fun stuff. Because one game I picked up that I always said I had really no intention of owning, and especially not, like, at this point in time, Cyberpunk 2077. Now you may be wondering, why? Why did I pick up Cyberpunk? Especially a console version. Well, the PS5 upgrade is apparently coming by the end of the year, according to CD Projekt Red. And I hope that'll be the version I want to play, because this does have the PS5 upgrade available if you purchase the game. Now, the other reason I picked this up was because Best Buy had it on sale for like $20. So for $20, I wasn't too picky with it. And not only was it on sale, but it came with a Steelbook. And I have a little soft spot for Steelbooks, because a lot of times they just look really cool. Like, look at the artwork on this thing, and just like the inside's kind of cool. I don't usually carry my games in these. They're usually just as like a display piece, but $20 plus the Steelbook, I couldn't really deny that, you know. And hopefully by the time I get to playing it, everything is fixed and it works well and it's a fun game in general, like I've heard it is. So the other 3 games are the games I got on Prime Day. And they're games that I kind of really wanted to add to the collection. And we're going to start with the first one. It's been out for a while, so I think it's the easiest one to go with. And it's Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima. I definitely still butchered that, right? This is made by Sucker Punch. And I've loved Sucker Punch because of the Infamous series. And this is a game everyone tells me I need to play. Especially because I've heard it runs fantastic on the PS5, and a director's cut for the PS5 was just announced. But this does have PS4 Pro enhancements, so I'm gonna probably be getting a great version of this game. And it says download from the PlayStation Store, internet connection, and active PS Plus membership required. Oh, it's because of the Legends, a co-op multiplayer mode. Okay, so the game itself, you don't need the active connection for, just the multiplayer mode. But I've heard fantastic things about this game. I can't wait to play it. Another game that I was surprised was on sale, because it recently just came out, and I've kind of had my eye on it, was Bravely Default 2. Now, I never played the original Bravely Defaults on the 3DS, or the regular DS. I think they were all 3DS games. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But they always kind of caught my eye, because I always saw them in Walmart, and I never bought them. But Bravely Default 2 looks like a callback to one of those old, like, colorful Final Fantasy games where nothing is, like, super realistic. And I have a really big feeling that I'm going to love this game. Now, the last game I picked up is a PS5 game. And it's a PS5 game that came out right around the system's launch that I had kind of been, like, eyeing up. And it was on sale during Prime Day. And I don't know anything about this game aside from the fact that it just looked really, really cool. It's not like a full-on $60, $70 release either. It was always like $35. But I was always kind of iffy about it. And that's a game called the Pathless. Now, this looks like a game I'm going to really enjoy, only because the art style's cool. It has like a very, like, old school kind of like Japanese art style to it, if you guys look. Like I said, I know nothing about it, but I'm definitely looking forward to playing it. It's only a 6.5 gigabyte minimum install, so I really think I'm gonna enjoy this game. Not say that I'll enjoy it more than any other games, but just based on the artwork to it, it looks very, very intriguing. So with that being said, those are my game pickups for June 2021. We got a decent stack. I didn't think I was going to get anything, but, I always tend to surprise myself with that. There's been months where I've had 20 games sitting here. There's been months where I've had 2. And, this one's a little right in the middle. So, yeah, guys, let me know what you think of any of these games I picked up. Have you played them? What do you think of them? And which ones do you think I should get through first? But until next time, guys, stay safe. Reach your goals, and don't let anyone tell you that you can't be what you want to be when you grow up, kids. Or adults. I guess what I'm trying to say is, do whatever your heart's desire, and make sure you always stay on top. Until next time, enough with my cheesy anecdotes, I guess, right? I'll catch you later. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good one.